Hello, my name's Pete McLean from Bright Red Triangle here at Edinburgh Napier University. I'm going to do a video today to look at how to become self-employed, so how to register with HMRC live. So I'm going to do this as a screencast so you can see what I'm up to. I'm going to do it from scratch and hopefully it will give you the guidance to help you through filling in the forms and becoming self-employed. So we're going to start very basic on Google, and I'm going to type HMRC in. And the very top link here will take you to the HMRC website homepage, and as you can see, self-assessment is just second from the top there, so that's what we're going to click to register. As you can see here, there's loads of resources that you can read to help you answer your questions as you become self-employed. Also, there's lots of downloadable sheets here that you can download and have a read of. But it is important to mention that there is contact numbers here. So if you do have a question that you're a bit unsure of or don't know the answer to, you can always give them a phone. It's not scary. They're actually quite helpful. So give them a phone, ask the question, and they'll help you in your process. So today is very much about registering for self-assessment, which is ultimately registering to become self-employed. And we're going to click on that button there. And as you can see here, if you're filing for the first time, we're going to click on self-employed here, which takes you to this page. Now, you can re-register, so if you've been self-employed before and you've gone through this process and you phoned them to stop the to make it dormant or stop the account, and maybe you might have gone off and got a job full-time and you weren't required to do a self-assessment. You may have had a letter from them saying you're no longer required to do a self-assessment, but you will have had a unique taxpayer reference number in the past. Hopefully you've got those records, so instead of going through the process of registering as an individual fresh, you can actually use your unique taxpayer reference number and re-register by clicking on this link here. But today we're going to look at registering fresh, brand new. So we're going to click register online. So at the start of the process, just looking for your email address. This is really just the login to the account. I'm going to type my address in here, press OK, and it will email you a confirmation code. I will be deleting this account afterwards, so if anyone thinks they can get into an account, this is just for demonstration purposes. There we are, type the code in, email confirmed, continue. What's your full name? I'm going to put Bob Smith, obviously not my name. Press continue, create a password. Again, here we go, quick password, hopefully it's the right number of digits. Rugby team. There we go. So here we go. We've got government gateway. This is not your unique taxpayer reference number. This is the government gateway, so it allows you to log into the system. So don't get those two things confused. And so here we go. Bob Smith. We're not registered yet. This has just allowed you onto the HMRC portal, and it allows you to do various things. So as we can see here, you can register to become self-employed here, including Class 2 National Insurance. So this is where you would put the information in during this process. You can register as corporation tax. You can register PAYE for employers, so if you're employing people, and you can register for VAT. And VAT is charged if your turnover is more than £85,000. So if that's coming up, you have to register, or you can register on a voluntary basis. So what am I trying to do here? I want to tell HMRC that I am a business and need to register for the next for new tax, or tell HMRC that the company is now active. So congratulations if you're in that position. So let's click on that and move forward. So again, just reiterating what types of service that you can register for here. We're looking at self-employment, so self-employed here is why we're registering with HMRC, but you have all the different things that you can register for as well. So here we are, again, more information, what type of business cannot be used, cannot register, so I'll let you go through that, or this this video will be really long. So now it's time to register with HMRC. So again, we're now starting the process. These are the 4 things that we saw right at the beginning of the video, how we can register and what we can register for. On this occasion, we're just going to register a self-assessment. So we're going to obviously have to be true to what we're telling HMRC, and that's just a little disclaimer. What type of business are you? Self-employed, sole trader, sole proprietor? So they're bunching these things together so they're ultimately the same in this occasion with HMRC, or a partnership but self-employed. So are you doing it with someone else? So this is the date that you started trading. We'll use the 1st of October this year and click next. It gives them a start point for where your tax or your trade started. You're going to need these things. So your national insurance number, your full name, date of birth, contact details, and those of the business. So very basic information. If you can't find your national insurance number, I'm sure you can write to them and find it out. If you are not from the UK, there'll be means of applying for a national insurance number if you're allowed to work in the country. So here we go. Again, we're on the HMRC portal, and this is a very simple section that shows you the sections that you need to fill in. So if it's got an arrow, you're still to fill it in, and once you've filled that information in, it will have a tick, and then you can go on to the next. So again, very basic information. Personal information, I'll just fill this in so you can see how quick it is. I'll maybe speed it up. National insurance number, JY50. Again, obviously not a real one. Are you a resident in the UK? Yes. If yes, have you come to the UK from a non-EU country? This is where you will start getting questions for your national insurance number, etc. If yes, have you come from a UK? Have you come to the UK from a non-EU country? No. So you may get some what you feel slightly bizarre questions here. This is all to do with the type of tax and tax breaks and tax credits you may have to pay. The benefit of showing you how to do this, I'm just going to pretend that I'm a web designer and that's my core business. So I am not a fisherman. Are you a land or property business? Again, that's for tax reasons. No, I'm not. Are you an underwriter? No. Are you a director? No. But sometimes you could be, so just be careful on that one. Are you a minister of religion? No. Invigilator, etc. No. Is your business an investment? No. Do you intend to work in the construction industry? No. So again, the reasons they're asking these questions is primarily because there will be different tax laws around these, but also it's important to highlight to HMRC if you are in these industries, because they may inspect you more frequently, or if there's changes to the law, they will notify you. So important to fill that out. Have I registered self-employed before? No. If you did have a unique taxpayer's reference number, you pop it in there. Are you working for one person or a firm only? Now this is something that's fairly new that's come in. It's trying to prevent employers employing a freelance or self-employed person as their sole job instead of employing them as an employee. So they're trying to keep that under control. That's again a video for another day, or we could talk about it for a long time. So on this occasion, I have multiple clients. I'm going to have multiple clients, so no, I do not work for one person or firm. Here we are. So now it's looking for your home address. Again, this is where letters will be sent to, confirmation letters, if they need to find you or inspect you at any stage. There we go. So postcode, find address. Let's just do that address. There we go. Again, fake address is just a postcode that I know from my delivery driver days. Have you lived at the address for less? So apologies. So no, I haven't. I've lived for longer than that. Put that in. Again, 10 1995. So I'm going to fill out email address, how to contact you. So I realise that the email address doesn't match Mr. Bob Smith, but I'm putting my Napier one in here to make sure it works. Daytime telephone number, put my mobile number in there, but again I may blur that out so I don't get lots of calls. And again, just a summary here, we've done the About You section, we've done the personal information, your home address and your contact details, and this is just a summary so you can see overall what we filled in, and it's about you, not your business. What's your information, what are you, where you live, and contact details so they can get hold of you. Next section is about your business, or when you started working for yourself. So we're going to say it was the 1st of October that we started working for ourselves. Trading name of the business. Quite often you will just be under your own name. It's not required to put this in. So we're going to do Big Bob's Web Design. Again, it's just if you have a trading name, so if people are paying you, it's at the top of your invoices, etc. It's good to have that in there. What sort of self-employed work do you do? So this is just telling HMRC what type of things you do. So for example, it doesn't need to be long and lengthy. We're just going to put web designer in there and go on to the next. So again, just try and be quite specific, but you don't need sentences and sentences. So here we are. Do I work from my home? That's fine. We'll keep that as is. If you didn't, if it wasn't the same, you would have to put in your business address. So I'm going to say yes. So here we are, about the business. We're just looking for the contact information as well, which probably will be the same as your personal information. I'll pop that in there and put my work address in here. And here to confirm it. Okay, and on to the next. Again, just a summary of when we started the business, what the business name is and what we do, where the business operates, so I've kept that as my home address, contact details so they can get in touch with you, and self-assessment online services. So will you be doing an online assessment? So they actively get you to opt out. I would very, very much recommend that you do your self-assessment online. It makes it a lot easier than trying to work out what section to fill in. So we're on to the next. So as you can see, it takes you right back to the beginning. The About You section, we've got all ticks now. About our business, we've got all ticks now, and we're on to the next section. So here we are, declaration page. It's basically asking you if you've told the truth, and I hope you would. So in what capacity you completed the registration? As a self-employed person. This is one we're going to tick. Nominated partner, director, company secretary, other. Very unlikely to be picking them, so self-employment there. And we click in here to declare that all the information that we have given for the self-assessment is done. In truth, you've told the truth throughout this section, so where you live, etc. And then we're going to click next, but in this occasion I'm not going to click next because that would actually register Bob Smith as self-employed, but it's very much as simple as that. I've taken you through the process, very simple process. So once I click next, it'll go off to HMRC. You'll get a confirmation that that has gone to HMRC, and then the next 10 or so days you will get a unique taxpayer reference number. And that is your reference number every time you fill in your self-assessment tax. You'll be able to log onto this portal and do your self-assessment tax online under that unique taxpayer reference number. And that is how simple it is to register as self-employed. And that's really the only primary job you need to do to become a self-employed person.